About 5 days ago, I came across an email that a subscriber wanted me to talk about, and it comes from a young lady by the name of Melissa. I will not show her last name. She says, "Hi, O'Shea. This may be worth dissecting. White woman in video says that some white men or white women date black men because they feel racially superior over black men and can exude power over black men in the relationship, whereas they could never hold as much power while dating a white guy. What's your take on this? As always, thanks for your hard work." So wow, that was a very powerful email. And so what I wanted to do is actually play this particular clip, and then we're going to come back and then dissect it.
White women love black men because of the power dynamic, because white women have never had any power over men in their lives. Because obviously all the white men in their lives have always had all the power over them. So white women have whiteness over black men. And obviously to be in any sort of control feels good, especially when you're used to never being in control. White women feel safe with black men, not only because of the hypermasculinity that they believe black men exhibit, but because of the whiteness and power they hold over black men. This is why also white women can still be racist and be with black men, and be conservative white women will be married to a black man. And this is why white women love their black sons and hate their black daughters. Black sons give you access to the patriarchy. They give you power, whereas black daughters don't.
So guys, you've heard what was stated on the video. Now let me just say this before I kind of break down what I believe she's saying. I was able to meet a lot of white women who date black men exclusively. I've talked to them in Europe, and what they have told me is that in comparisons to their own men, they feel like they have more say-so in the relationship, more power in the relationship, more freedom in the relationship, things like that. So if you're listening to it from this particular angle as a black man, you're like, well, shoot, that's great, because her men are oppressing her. So for me, it's a really good deal to have this. But now, as you're really looking at it, you're looking at the real reasons why it is. And the real reason why it is because, not for all, but now white women feel somewhat superior to the black men that they date. And is it because of race? Yes, but it's also based on the pedestal that many black men put white women on. All right? Don't believe me? Let's talk about Danielle Bergroli, Cash Me Outside. She's white. In the white community, nobody would talk to her. Come over to the black sector. Guess what? What is different from her than black women? She's white. You can take a white woman with a big butt. She, in reality, can do anything, right? In the white community, don't get no respect. But guess what? Amongst the blacks, she'll be putting music videos, right? I've even heard about this in the pimp and hoe community, where you have pimps that worship white women and don't make them do the same thing they do with the black women in the game. What are we talking about? There is a certain level of evidence. I'm not saying all, but certain black men worship white women. Okay? We just need to be real. And also, white women know that they are white. Okay? When they're dealing with black men, here's something I can also see. You can have a white woman who's not as attractive. She has a better chance of getting an attractive black man, and also getting him to support her, talk down to him. It happens. I'm not saying it always happens, but it's true. She said also something that's very important. You have white women who can be racist against black people, but will still marry black men. Well, we know about that when it comes to white men. There are some white men who are racist, but got black wives, right? You don't think there's white women who don't talk about black women's nappy hair or kinky hair and stuff like that? Yes. Yes, we know that. They do it more often than we might want to recognize. The reality is that white women understand what's going on here. That a black man will put them on a higher pedestal than a white woman on average. I'm not saying it happens all the time, but this is the reason why. This is the reason why a lot of white women are entitled when dealing with black men, okay? Because you have some brothers, I'm just gonna say not all, you have some brothers who will go out and will talk about black women in the black community to white women and things like that. We're just gonna be real, it happens. So now, what is the solution to such behavior? I know you guys are not gonna like this, and I know that every brother's not gonna feel like me, but now, this is why working with each other is so important, because it needs to be shown that, hey, if I'm a black man, you just can't come over here feeling like I'm just superior because you're white. Now, I know what you're gonna see, and here's the situation. You're gonna have white women who feel like this, like she's describing, and they'll actually come out and out-compete black women or other people in the community. That's the sad part. So you will have women who have racist proclivities, but they will come in and put better effort in for the women who don't have those proclivities and get that same black man. All right? Yes, you will have white women who have those ideologies, and I believe some of them do, and they will still outcompete the black women, and they won't be racist towards black men, but they'll be racist towards black people as a whole. But what needs to happen is that you need to see more competitiveness from the women towards black men. Because I'm going to be real. A lot of black men don't even care if white women have a racist attitude towards black people. I would say that that's not the case. What they're looking from, in my honest opinion, is she going to be nice to me and how she treats me and how she treats the people in my family. I really don't give a damn if she like anybody else. Right? But you have some white women who understand that the white men are not going to let them have as much control. And you have some women who do want to have control in the relationship. And a lot of brothers, when we be real, a lot of black men are not really looking to control women like that. That's not how you think. You know, we're not the kind of person that wants to, make a white woman feel, or make a woman really feel like, where are you going? And, that's not really like black men. Black men are really hands off. You want to do something, you have free reign. Come and go as you want. Okay, cool. As long as you're doing what you're supposed to do for me, I'm not tripping. But a lot of these other masculine guys, I mean, I'm not saying black men are not masculine, but a lot of these other guys are going to have strict rules. And she talked about it even in terms of hyper masculinity. White women are not intimidated by hyper masculinity of black men. They understand it and understand that it's fraudulent. So you get all that swag, that tough guy stuff. They can look right through that and see that it's not a big deal. It's not real. White women are not afraid of that. They look right through that stuff. They'll push their agenda and really look through and see who you are. And they understand that a lot of black men cannot really lead white women. And it may look like that on the outside, but it's really her that's leading, and that's what she wants to do. Sure, she'll be contributing to the relationship. She'll be out there doing stuff. She'll be giving it up every night and all that stuff. But hey, a lot of those things, if you put them behind closed doors and ask them how they feel about your people, you'll be surprised what they say. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.